Good day, viewers. My name is Muhammad Abdullah. I and my brother here are here to talk about some little remembrance facing the country through stealing, corruption, bribery, lying etc.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Yusuf Musa. According to what my partner said, the corruption is getting out of hand and our country is going down. So the features is in our hand, depend on how we can take care of it or how we use it.
Firstly, let's do little remembrance. Do you know the root of all sins? The root of all sins is to be lying, which means that if we can stop lying, fabricating, or telling an untruth, we will be able to neglect all other sins.
It happens in the year of Umar, may Allah be pleased with him. There is one man that came to him, tells Umar that he had committed a lot of sins, and how can he quit committing all the sins. Then Umar told him to stop lying but only telling the truth. The man feels like, what is the relation between lies and other sins? Then the man decided to follow what Umar said. So whenever that man wants to drink alcohol or wants to commit adultery, he will be fearing of lying to people that he didn't do it when they asked him, so he thinks it is better not to do it than to tell a lie. So this is how the man quit committing sin.
So we can also be determined not to tell a lie from this moment on, and you will surely find yourself as one of the pious of Allah. Do you know the reason why a lie can stop you from committing sins? It is because no respected human being will want people to know of his unpleasant habits or his mistakes.
Do you imagine if a government stopped lying and see how our country will be? Most especially, most fathers and mothers are the one that teaches their children how to be lying, because they used to lie to their children that they will help and bring something to stop the children from crying or going out with them, which is wrong.
Do you imagine if a trader is truthful with his trade, the economics will be like these? That means we are the ones that causes everything.
Allah the Most Merciful even cursed those that used to lie, a whole curse from Allah, subhanallah, and even ask yourself how many curses would have been yours per day because of lying.
May Allah helps us and make it easier for us to be saying nothing but truth.
Now let go into those who are in authority.
When Allah gave you a position, do not be corrupt. Corruption destroy not only your dunya, but also your akhirah.
For example, Allah give you a position of an authority. Now you are banishing money, you are stealing, you are asking for bribe, you are doing something you know you are wrong. May Allah spend on us why in authority.
What happened? You stealing from the society, from community, from the nation. If you may become wealth, but your nation is suffering and struggling because you were corrupt.
You are part of the problem, yet you are in authority. What have you done? How much are you going to amass? If it was war and you amass 1 billion.
Do you know what? You can going to use million, your kids will be killing each other for that amount.
Rather, I taken a when I'll learn to see other success, then you will get Al-Jannah.
Be happy to see other success in business.
Thank you, this is all for the program.
And watch out for our next program. Thank you. Congratulations, Yusuf.
Thank you, sir.
I'm happy for you. You are now the manager and chief and editor of this company.
Sir, I am pleased to be in this position.
You at work has bring you to this very position you are today. I know you are an honest and kind person. That is why I gave you my position. It is time for me to resign from this position.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, my brother. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you, Hamid. As you know, yesterday, I was giving double promotion. This is what I have been expecting for so long, and alhamdulillah, I was finally giving the promotion.
It's your hard work, sir. All the staff are all happy for you. You can celebrate the good news with your family, I mean your wife and children. Sir, are you not happy? You are now the manager and chief and editor of this company.
I am happy, Hamid. This is the most sad story of my life, I'll told no one about, because I feel very guilty of my actions. Let me ask you one question, Hamid. You are one of my best staff and I trust you, so answer me honesty. Do you have female child? Have you ever leave them?
Sir, I have female child. My name is Ayan Yusuf. I am the apple in the eye of my mother. I mean, I am the only child my mom has and my father. I don't know because since I was born my mother never told me anything about my father. My mom will say be patient in the right time, and whenever people ask you about your father, said he travel overseas because he surely does. That is my mom. As I said, I live with my mother alone. My love is the happiness in the face of my mom. We live in a big mansion, in a big house that my father left for us. My mother will always say to me, telling the truth is the bitterness of life and patience is the medicine of life. Every day I was about to left my home to school, my mother said this word, and whenever she said this word, I smile and went my way. My mother encouraged me a lot, and this make me to be strong. I did not know why my mother loved me even though I take last position in my school. My mother encouraged me and said you are born to win, but to be a winner, you have to plan, prepare to win and expect to win. My friend hates me because of how honest I am, but I did not care because I believe that when you said lie, you will be loved by all people, but when you say the truth you will be hated by so many people, but when the truth exposes, your loved ones will become your enemies. It's time to do my assignment, but I need to help my mom with the house stuff first. So let me stand up from sitting. In my school, my best teacher is Mr. Badel. He is teaching us English language. His subject is always being the last period before break, short break or the last period before going home. That is what he want. He told the headmaster of our schools, Mr. Parsa, that every of his subjects should be at the last of every break. I'm not serious, but because of this very teacher, my class and I'm serious. This teacher does not bit, but he has one thing which is respect. What is the value of respect? He said, our class lacks so much respect for teachers. He said, a teacher does not suppose to teach just only his subject. A teacher should at least use 5 minutes for some lecture to students about morals behavior. This teachers get to the class at his right time of a subject. When he get to the class, he finds a chair and sit. He will not stop you from what you are doing. He did not care how much noise we make in the class. I recalled what happened the day he first came to our class. We did not know he is our new English teacher. He came in 3:20 p.m. We'll never care, and we are shouting making noise. And when time for us to go home at 4 p.m. he closed the door of the class. Nobody is going home now. I am your new English teacher. I don't care what time I close, nor what time you close. Even if it is 6 p.m. and you keep making a noise, I will stay because I have nothing to do. My responsibility is for me to teach and for you all to understand. Now let's start. He said. That day, my mother worry about me. That where would I have gone? I did not tell her anything. She came to the school and she find me in the class with our new teacher. Not only me but also some of my classmates. Their parent was also surprised to meet them at school. The teacher told them what happened as they are happy that our school find the best teacher for us. Because they know how stubborn our class is, the influence of some students have made their child to be stubborn. Ho! Ho! It's time for class. The teacher has come. Okay, let's me stop story. I can tell you later. It's time for lecture.
Congratulations, my son. I heard you are giving double promotion in your workplace. I make your best food. Come and have your meal first.
What a sad moment, Mum. A little mistake, full of guilty of myself. I was a father of a child, who I left years ago, she and her mother, after I found out that she gave birth to a female child. Which at that time, female child does not go to school, till now, and I think who is going to inherit my property after I am gone. I ask my staff, do you have female child, have you ever lived them, do you know the answer they give me, Mum? I was shocked. One of them said, I have 3 children, my firstborn is female, I am happy because all child are gift given to you by God. It is in this life that everything went upside down. After the birth of my female child, then I give her to male then female, which means all my children are 3. The male child go to school after he return. We find time for ourselves to study together with my female children and explain what he learned in school. That is how all my female children are now educated without going to school. I was surprised with his answer. Then I asked again, do any of you have other female child, have you ever leave them? Mum, do you know the answer I was giving by one of my best staff, Hamid? I was shocked. He said, my boss, why are you asking this question? Yes, I have female child. In fact, all my 5 children are female and we are happy family. They know how to write, read and speak English without going to school. How? I asked. He said, I am educated, but my wife is not, and that does not discourage me because I'll have once be a teacher before I'll started working here. He said, when I get married, I teach my wife something and I am surprised with how fast she learn. In fact, she is the best student I have ever taught, and now with the little I teach her she inherited it to her children, and now my family is now educated without going to school. He continued and said, Sir, having a female child does not mean you should ignore them, it may be a test from you, Lord. So do you pass it or fail, it depends on the way you plan or go with it. Mum, I know if Dad is alive all this would not have happened because Dad has made a promise to me ever since the incident that happened in the past.
My son, please forgive me and I promise you I will make it up to you.
I am sorry mum, I'll have made my decision that tomorrow morning, I am going in search of my wife and my only child for the past 12 years that I have left them, I don't know where to go, but I will make sure I find them, seek for their forgiveness and bring them back home.